So here I have some conversion problems A, B, C and D that have already been solved. Now let's analyze each one of them. First of all, remember to memorize metric to metric relationships, which I have written over to the right here again. And remember the abbreviations. Be aware when it's an uppercase M versus a lowercase m. Lowercase k, by the way, uppercase K stands for Kelvin temperatures. Uppercase D stands for deca, while lowercase d stands for deci. So with that said, let's look at this conversion. 100 ms, a lowercase m is for milli, 100 milliseconds to kiloseconds. How do I do this conversion? Sometimes you cannot simply convert it in one step. You need two steps. For example, here I'm going to convert the milliseconds to seconds, and then I will convert the seconds to kiloseconds, because the relationships that I memorized are the relationship between each of the units and the one without a prefix. So these all are prefixes: mega, kilo, deca, deci, and so on. When we say mega means 10 to the 6, we are asking in relation to what? Well, in relation to the one without any prefix. So 1 mega second would be 10 to the 6 seconds. 1 megagram would be 10 to the 6 grams, for example. Right? So 10 to the 3 milliseconds is equal to 1 second. Now, this is the same relationship you have here, which is 1 millisecond is going to equal to 10 to the negative 3 seconds. But if you invert it, you could say that 1 second is equal to 10 to the 3 milliseconds. You could state the relationship in either way. Once you state the relationship, here is the other one. Because I will convert my milliseconds to seconds and then seconds to kiloseconds, the other relationship converting the seconds to kiloseconds is here. 1 kilosecond is 10 to the 3 seconds. Okay, I took it directly from here. And for the first relationship also, you could have taken it directly, where you could have said 1 millisecond equals 10 to the negative 3 seconds. It would work exactly the same. Now, to plug it all in, I have the starting measurement 100 milliseconds, and I'm going to multiply the starting number with the unit with the conversion factors now. So I have the relationships jotted down here, these two. The first relationship, I'm going to convert it from this relationship to this conversion factor you see here. 1 second over 10 to the 3 milliseconds. Why did I put the second part on the top in the numerator and the millisecond in the denominator? Because the milliseconds must cancel out. Millisecond down here in the denominator cancels out with the millisecond up here in the numerator. Okay, if I had put it the other way around, 10 to the 3 milliseconds over 1 second, then there would not be any cancelling out. And this is known as dimensional analysis, where we cancel out the units. And so this unit here at the bottom cancels out with this one, telling me that I have put it in the right way. Then I stack it with the next conversion factor created from this relationship. 1 kilosecond over 10 to the 3 seconds. And now the seconds here cancels out with this seconds up here. When you notice all the units that cancelled out, the millisecond, the second, the millisecond here and the seconds here, the only unit left is the kiloseconds, which is what we needed our answer to be in. So this is how we went from milliseconds to seconds to kiloseconds. And then simply do the calculator work, or you can also try to do it on a piece of paper with pen and scratch paper work, but it might get more complicated with other numbers. Here it would be straightforward. And here we get 1 times 10 to the negative 4 kiloseconds. If you do this in the calculator, please make sure to put open parenthesis, close parenthesis, then open parenthesis here, close parenthesis here, open here, and close here. That will guarantee that all the multiplications and divisions are done in the right order. and sometimes without parentheses it can mess up your final answer even if you know how it's done. Next one says convert 25 kilograms to micrograms. Again, I need two steps. I will go from kilograms to grams based on this relationship where 1 kilogram is 10 to the 3 grams, and then I will go from grams to micrograms based on the relationship here where 1 microgram is 10 to the negative 6 grams, or the other way around, 1 gram is 10 to the positive 6 micrograms. And here is how they are stacked next to each other, how the units cancel out, and we get our answer. Please pay attention to sig figs as well. The starting number will dictate the sig figs. Okay, my starting number here is 25 kilograms, so my answer has 2 sig figs. Here, these are relationships, and in metric to metric relationships, these are quantities which we say have unlimited sig figs, infinite sig figs. Okay, these are relationships that were agreed upon, they were not measurements. So we do not count any sig figs here. Now, if it was metric to English or English to metric conversion, then one of them which is not a 1 in a relationship, like 1 each equals 2.54 centimeter, there it was measured that 1 each contains 2.54 centimeter, meaning that there is 3 sig figs there. In those cases, you need to be aware of sig figs even in the conversion factors themselves, but not here. And also notice in the first problem where we had 100 milliseconds, basically it's only 1 sig fig, and that's why we end up with 1 times 10 to the negative 4. Now here we are converting 18.5 liters to deciliters. So this is just one step conversion. The relationship is here, where 1 deciliter is 10 to the negative 1 liters, or other way around, 1 liter is 10 to the 1 deciliters, or just 10 deciliters as we see here. And here is our work. And finally 3.95 meter to megameters. Again, just one step conversion. And here I show you how I could have used the relationship from here. 1 megameter equals 10 to the 6 meter, which is down here, which is applied here. Or I could have used the other version where I make my meter equal 1 meter, then my megameter will be 10 to the negative 6. And when I put that in place here, in either case, my answer will be the same. And you can test this and verify this in your calculators.